Romance comes in many shapes and sizes, whether it's deep and passionate like Romeo and Juliet, rowdy and chaotic like Bonnie and Clyde, or bittersweet like The Fault in Our Stars. Love for many people is something that they can only truly dream of, whether it's because of a lack of confidence or otherwise. Some people are just on Cupid's shit list, and so they turn to media, fiction in particular, as a form of solace. Writers have turned relationships inside and out, exploring different possibilities of love from a variety of different angles, so much so that romance has dominated the novel landscape for about as long as I've been alive. But there's a certain style of romance that resonates differently with me, a style that speaks to me and to thousands of other people on a deeper emotional level, separated from the fantastical world of TikTok book porn. This style of romance is unique in its relatability and the bittersweet tinge of it all. Coming of age romance. Coming-of-age stories are no stranger to romantic elements, especially in series revolving around the personal growth of a protagonist. However, the romance in these stories is typically used as a goalpost, a girl for the main character to kiss after he defeats the final villain and becomes a man, after he matures into someone worthy of the love he's receiving. This concept of maturity is cool, as it lends meaning to the entire journey preceding it, but it's hardly realistic from a romantic perspective. Romance is deeper than becoming a man or otherwise achieving whatever level of maturity your preferred gender starts kissing you at, but instead it's a roundabout sphere, constantly spinning and turning until you learn all of the life lessons necessary to fully understand what really goes into a normal relationship. And no series understands this better, in my opinion, than FLCL. FLCL, otherwise known by its government name fooly cooly, is an interesting look into the emotional, rambunctious world of a young boy who desperately wants to be perceived as mature by those around him. This manifests in his rather pessimistic attitude for the majority of the first episode, and his innate confusion with everything surrounding him. Naota is as coming of age can get, and so he's the perfect target for Haruhara, our resident manic pixie dream girl and the designated hitter for the entirety of the FLCL franchise. The relationship is one of codependence, and this is made extremely apparent almost immediately. Haruko needs Naota as much as he needs her, or at least believes he needs her. Through their battles with robots and medical mechanica, we begin to see more and more signs of Naota maturing as the plot moves forward. His experiences are shaping him, and he's getting closer and closer to his ideal of maturity, while also realizing just how childish the adults surrounding him really are. All the while, Haruko, someone who Naota sees as truly mature, is physically attached to him. They kiss and get all touchy-feely, almost as though they are equals, even though this couldn't be further from the truth. All of this culminates in episode 4, where Naota finally swings the bat, shattering the childish impression that everyone surrounding him had of him before. However, this is not where the story ends. Through Naota maturing and growing as a person, he is now forced to contend with the immaturity of those around him. Haruko is stuck in the past, never really aging and never truly moving forward, more so from side to side, and the relationship begins to reflect this. Someone who is always trying to move forward is put up against someone who can't help but stay in the same place. Naota is possessed by Atamis, the being who Haruko is searching for, seemingly for no reason other than to sate her lack of closure. And through this battle of emotion, reluctance, denial, and selfishness, both Naota and Haruko realize that they are in two completely different places in life, and that they don't belong together. Upon leaving, Haruko laments that Naota is just a kid. Now, while many may see that as an insult, instead it can be perceived as her jealousy of his potential. FLCL is a coming-of-age story about a child on the road to becoming a man, and what he learns from the problematic relationships surrounding him. The series presents all of this with the flair, music, and beautiful animation that could only come from a series made in the early 2000s. Emotions over logic is a philosophy that FLCL wears with pride, and in some ways that makes it make more sense. Haruko and Naota's adventures are not rooted in a concrete power system more than it is rooted in their own discoveries of themselves. Their connection, while inherently unhealthy, is instrumental for Naota, at least in understanding how to live the life he wants and how to become the man he wishes to be. Haruko is a deconstruction of the manic pixie dream girl, or she can be the trope in its purest form. However you choose to view her, one thing is clear. Because of her mentality, her energy, and her baggage, the perceived romance between her and Naota is doomed to fail. Their relationship, because of their differences and their dynamic, is lacking in innocence. Dandadan is the hottest new-gen anime on the block, with the conclusions of My Hero Academia and Jujutsu Kaisen, and it makes damn sure it leaves a good impression. Dandadan focuses on Momo Ayase and Takakura Ken, otherwise known as Okarun, as they contend with aliens, ghosts, and whatever other anomalies interfere with their otherwise normal lives. And while I'm personally not too far into the series beyond the anime, I believe that there's a discussion to be had here about the budding romance between the two main characters that seems to be an underlying theme in the narrative. Dandadan is a battle shonen through and through, with boss fight after boss fight taking priority over a large amount of other areas in the plot. However, in spite of this, there's a lovable charm about our two leads. Even at first glance, there's something that sets Dandadan apart from other shows in the same general sphere. However, it's nothing under the hood or well hidden, but instead, it's the equality of our two main characters. Ken and Ayase both have equal agency in the plot, with Ayase even taking the helm at times in battle, as displayed in their fight against the Turbo Granny in particular. And because of this, their experiences impact them both equally as well, allowing their connection to grow naturally with neither of them being placed on the back foot. There's a charm that comes with their interactions, a sense of relatability. We all remember agonizing at our desks in middle school or high school just wanting to talk to that one person. That feeling of having to say ew at the prospect of dating someone knowing you wanted nothing more than to be with them the whole time. The natural progression of Dandadan expresses this perfectly. From the budding friendship, to the crush, to the friendship growing because of a shared experience. All of this is innocent and pure, something that isn't truly echoed by many anime or even series in recent memory. When Ken and Ayase are laughing together at something stupid, it's real. When they're fighting over a minor misunderstanding, it's real, and it's fucking adorable. Pretending for a minute that I'm still here to give writing advice, audiences love shit like this for a variety of reasons. It brings them back to simpler times. It's adorable, just like I said, or it gives the entire series a breath of life outside of the boss fights against aliens. The budding teen romance on display in Dandadan is instrumental to the series, and runs in tandem with the main plot. Hell, it basically is the main plot. And the charm of this innocent romance is enough to hold the interest of the audience. But most importantly, it can help people who are struggling to cope with the feeling of loneliness. At the core of FLCL and Dandadan is loneliness. They both open with main characters who feel alone in their own way. Naota, in spite of the hollow affection he gets from Mamimi, feels separated from everything, lost in his own lack of maturity and his desire to change. Okarun and Ayase are both at pivotal points in their lives, not having any true connections with others and feeling as though they have to hide parts of themselves in order to avoid ridicule. It's only through learning from the people they love that they become stronger, smarter, and they can learn how to form true connections with those surrounding them. These are two completely different types of romance with two completely different dynamics, but in the realm of coming of age, of growing as a person, the message is the same. Love in adolescence is both a painful tool for personal growth and the building blocks for the rest of your life. My name is John Sage, and thanks for watching. Yo, it's Editing Room John once more, and as always, I would like to thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. It really means a lot, and your presence is greatly appreciated. Being completely honest, I don't really have a lot to say during this post-video yap session. I had a lot of fun making this video. I'm having more and more fun making content as I just go video by video by video. It is very entertaining, it is very engaging, and it's just like food for the soul, I swear to God. I would like to thank you guys for sticking around for as long as you have. If you're a returning viewer, if you're a first-time viewer, I would like to thank you for giving me the light of day, because you definitely did not have to do that if you didn't want to. But overall, like, you know, my creative process, I feel like, is improving. My schedule this week was absolute fucking peak. It was amazing. Everything about making this video was just amazing. I had a whole bunch of fun, even if I was a little bit congested when I was recording. Hopefully that didn't ruin your experience, though. But yeah, I'm not going to keep you for too much longer. Thank you guys for watching. It means a hell of a lot to me, and I don't think I would be able to do any of this without you guys. And yeah, my name is John Sage. Thanks for watching, and have an amazing rest of your day. Peace out.